All right, all right, all right, all right. Listen, good afternoon, everybody. This is Clarissa Pace with Shekinah Services. We do all things business around here. Like we take care of your business, we take care of personal business, we take care of business and business. And so I'm excited this time of year because I get the opportunity to share. During the year, I'm busy working generally. I'm busy with my hands taking care of things. And so I don't get that opportunity to come on as much to share content. But when I do, this is the time of year that I do it. And I get excited about the sharing information with you, okay? So give me a minute. I'm going to make sure that I am working on this Facebook page. A few minutes ago, there you go. I'm on there. And I'm coming to you live from my home today because Mondays right now are my off days. So that's why you see the little background. And I didn't feel like going to Zoom or any of that to doctor up anything. So I just want to get right at it because we've already had business credit and one. And I'll do a little review for those of you who missed it. I wanted to let you know that business credit is built away from your personal credit, okay? I'm going to sum up what I possibly have told you in the first video. So go back and watch the first video, and I'll talk a little bit about business credit and its advantage on that video. However, I will let you know that one of the advantages or the advantage you have for building business credit for your business is that it builds away from your personal credit, so you're not overweighted, and it brings down your credit score. It also gives you lower interest rate, possibly lines of credit to expand your business, things that you need to actually do your business without coming out of your personal finances. However, I did let you know in the other video that if you do want to obtain a business loan, your personal credit has to be at least 680 and above. And you also have your credit and you have collateral that you may have to put up in order to have business credit, okay? So you want to work on your business, building business credit as soon as possible. It's also possible to work on building your business credit without moving in total operation, and we'll talk about that a little later. But for those of you who have sole proprietorship, or you have a SLLC, in other words, a single member SMLLC, a single member LLC, then S Corp and C Corp, there are different things that you do. But for the foremost, if someone is looking to provide credit to you, they will be looking for an LLC, okay? But there are some opportunities for sole proprietorship without being a single member limited liability corporation, okay? You just have to know what you are applying for and who that is that's doing that, okay? So in the first step, we talk about credibility. If you are going to apply for business credit, then you have to establish credibility. The first four steps that I referred to in business credit part 1 was business name, business license, federal EIN number, and your physical address. And what I said about that is you want to establish a business name that you're going to use, and you must have that on all documentation. I'll talk a little bit more of that in part 1, so you can go to part 1. So you want to have that listed, even if it's DBAs, you want all of your records to match. That's from the state, federal, anybody else that these lenders have to search out. You want to make sure everything matches. If you are required to have your business license with the state, most of the time it's with the state or in your industry, you want to make sure that you have proper licensing. Then if you are doing it, you're probably going to have an EIN number. And that EIN number, not probably, but you will, that EIN number must match your state filing exactly. So let me also tell you a little bit about your EIN number. If you ever want to switch your products and services or the business entity, but keep that number, you're going to need to call IRS and make the necessary changes. And that can be done. You don't have to just go and apply for a new EIN number, okay? That's just a little bonus conversation there. And then a physical address. You want a physical address, but you cannot use a P.O. box or a UPS box, okay? You must have a physical address so that these companies that are looking to lend you credit, they have an established address for you. Now, there are some tweaks and twerks you can do, virtual offices and so forth, that we'll talk about that a little later. So I want to add the rest of building credibility as your first step to building business credit. And the next one would be a business phone. You want to obtain a business phone number. Now, this number must have its own phone number that's a real business, or a VoIP number, not a mobile number or a home phone line. Okay, do we get that? Building credibility to build business credit is what we're referring to. So your phone number, you have to get, even if you don't get a landline phone number, then you can reach out to different VoIP, voice over internet phone services, and use that number. Then that number, okay, we're going to number 6. That number will need to match your 411 directory. A 411 directory is a listing that people can call and check, again, your credibility. So you need the exact business name in there. On your application, it must match what you have in all of your records from state, federal, industry, whatever it is. Everything must match. The next thing you are required in building business credit and building credibility is a business fax number. So be sure that you set up a business fax number and use that on the application when applying. If the application calls for a fax number, enter that fax number on there. Next part of setting up your credibility is having a business website. There are some people who don't want to go through the trouble of having a website, but you need a website. Okay, bottom line, whether you're exchanging or you like to talk to people for the products and services that you have, you can have a landing page or a one-page website that at least the companies that you're looking to borrow from can go and they can check out all of your credibility through your website. Even if all of your products and services are not there, your mission, your vision, what you are about will actually be there. Okay? And the next thing you want to have is a professional email. Gmail, AOL, all of these will not work. You need, and see, actually, in my opinion, the website and the email go hand in hand, because when you purchase a domain name, you can also use that domain name for your email. Okay, so you want to research that and get that done. They're looking for a domain name. Okay, sometimes we go on those systems and we can do them and they're free, and then they put the advertisement on there, like, you know, Wix will do that and so forth. I don't want to get in trouble using their names, but there are different ones out there that as you can create, as long as you allow their advertisement to be on there. Well, if you're going to build business credit, you need to invest into a domain name. And while you investing into that, go into the email part. And then final step, which is the 10th step to your building credibility to get started. All of this, okay, all of these steps are instructions okay, are in the first step to moving towards building business credit. So the final thing is you can't have any liens, judgments, or lists. I'm not sure if I know how to pronounce it. I know what it means. List spenders. Let me see. Yes, list spenders. That's legal action or a formal notice against you and your business. So no judgments or things of that nature. You want to be sure that when your business is credible and anything that has to do with public records, your business has nothing to do with your business. And if I were you, and I did have my name on there, because some of them, they still, regardless of what you fill out, they still want a person that is responsible. Make sure you clear up any public records or judgments and work on what you can do to restore your credit so that they will not be there. So let me go back over. You'll want to build business credit. And I'm giving you a little checklist of things that you need to put in place. And this is step one. This is the close of step one. So I'm going to go back over these 10 essentials that you will need to build business credibility. The first one, obtaining a full legal business name. You want to check out the names to see if anyone else has that name, and you can do so. You can do so by way of your domain. Okay, when you're searching for domain names, you can search there. Business license. Be sure that if your industry calls for licensing, have that in place and do not allow it to expire. The next thing would be your federal EIN number. If your EIN number is not matching to your products and services, be sure that with your state filing and any other filings, your EIN number matches and it is the entity that you file your taxes under, as well as the name. Okay. Then you have your physical address. So you have to have a physical address. You cannot use a home address, P.O. box, or UPS box. You have to have some physical address, and then there are virtual addresses that you can possibly obtain as well. The next thing is have a separate business phone, not a cell phone. So you don't always have to go out and get a landline, but you can have the choice of getting a VoIP number from any one of the companies that sell that and use that for your business number. Then your 411 directory. Make sure that your business phone number is in that 411 directory, and exact business name. All of your information is the same in that directory. Then you will have a business fax. You're required to have a fax number. So get a fax number. There are some online faxes that you can use. Some of your numbers will be the same, but obtain some type of way that you can be faxed. Then the final three will be getting a business website. That means purchase your domain name, because your domain name can be your professional email attached to it, okay? So that's what you want to do. And then finally, no public records whatsoever. No judgments, no liens, no listings coming at you that's been filed against your business, okay? All right, I hope you have enjoyed. This is step one, and these are 10 essential requirements for building business credit. And I'll be back on tomorrow, if the Lord says the same, with step two, to talk about step two in building business credit. And that will be business credit reports and how to obtain them and what to look for them. All right, y'all. I'm Clarissa Pace, Shekinah Services. All things business, ShekinahServices.com. My number is 501-712-0652. Look us up. And if you need some services, we are here to help you. Bye-bye.